I'm going to give wrong answers like Luis did in my stream, so he feels smarter too. I wasn't really doing that for you to feel smart. I was just trolling. No. Mm, take it. You think I should take on B7? Just take on B7. Uh, I guess we pin, right? I mean, yeah. It was a bit scary, but that was the move. Is it check? Thinks rook f2 in here. Hmm. Maybe rook here. Nick is gonna come back. She's going back. Double f1. So maybe we drop back and we take the rook. Hmm. Ah, yes, because it would be mate. Hmm. Yeah, he was getting baited with rook f5, yeah. Okay. So 97. Here. Thinks. Hikaru 2.0. Far from it. Really far from it. Rook f2. Or maybe rook b7. Sorry, knight b7 here. No, she's gonna think. Knight thinks. So maybe knight 96 here. And then I play queen c7. Takes. And then knight f4. In here, and I think. And then I will be pinned. That seems promising. I think that should be it. It's very forcing as well. He does take, I guess. My knight back with the bishop. We should be winning because we have a rook as well. Wait a minute. What if he just takes? Well, whatever. He didn't do. Okay. Okay. Yeah, 96. A3 seems okay. Just playing A3. Like A3, A2. I'm just gonna play something like C3 or. A3 is like the only thing that is going on here. Let's just go C3. C3. If I play A2, she takes the queen. Or... Nah. What else can I do? Knight takes E5 doesn't make much sense. It has to be A3, but I don't know what to do after C3 is playing. Hey, how you doing, Drag? Welcome, welcome. Can you go a3, queen b2? No, because then the rook would be defending the check. I can play queen b3 though. Can I go a3, c3, queen b3? And then it's white's turn. And white cannot play rook b2. And a2 is coming. He's so weak. Caballo de 7. Ah, you think this is a game? No, this is not a game. It's... O sea, perdón, no es un juego, es un puzzle. Tenemos que encontrar la solución. Generalmente se juega ajedrez activo. Caballo de 7, quizás si fuera una partida. Pero aquí estamos ganados. Tenemos que encontrar la secuencia ganadora. And I think it's a3. It has to be a3. It's the only move that makes sense. Okay, and to c3, we found queen b3. But we also have queen here. But I think that queen b3 is a little bit better because it prevents rook a2 from happening. So here, and maybe queen d1. If queen d1 is played, we have a situation there, don't we? But I think we just take, and then a2 is still very difficult to stop. So go here, yeah. Queen d1 takes, and then a2. Queen d1 takes, a2, and you can't. You had to sack the rook. Okay. Nice. Okay, 35. So far, so good. How do we set it up? So we have queen c1, king b3, and then maybe now queen c1, king b3, and then we go queen d1, right? Yes, only the solid. Okay, so we go here, and then queen d1, and then queen a4. Okay. So now we have a check, takes, and then queen f4. I think it's mate. Yeah. Because we have the rook on h8. Oh, we don't have to play. Okay, so for this one, it seems that it's pawn takes, king h1, and then queen takes rook. Very straightforward. And then bishop f1, but it doesn't matter. It's mate anyways. Okay, so bishop takes, so we can play bishop c4. That seems to be winning. Are we missing something? I don't think we are. This is not difficult. So I'm just gonna take. Okay. Pawn takes seems simply better. So then we will be threatening promotion. Rook takes, on the other hand. I don't really get it. Like, he's gonna play rook takes again? Nah, rook takes makes little sense. It has to be pawn takes. Pawn takes and promotion is really hard to stop. Oh, but he has h7. I just realized that h7 is a threat. Not so simple then. It's just not so simple. You miss pawn push by your queen come. What? In what puzzle? In the previous one? I didn't see it. Which is queen, you say? Yes, we still have. It's just that when I'm calculating that if I take, he's gonna take back. And then I'll take. And then he's gonna go h7. And then check, maybe. Something like that. But he should be winning. I'm being lazy though, because I'm not really calculating the entire thing. So it takes. And then he's gonna play rook takes b2 probably. And then we take back. And then h7. h7. Rook takes f2. I think it's losing. He's gonna go king g1. So as soon as he goes h7, we should go back. We go back. And we prevent promotion, so he's gonna play queen g8 takes, and we're gonna be up a rook. Yeah, I think that's basically it. Yeah, right? When he plays h7, rook back to h8. Sorry, to b8. Yeah, exactly. That's what we should do. And if you go back with rook, exactly, yeah, that's why we end that finding, because taking the pawn is just losing. So we just go back. Okay, so mate. I think it's very straightforward. Okay, so we have to promote. If I go here, I lose. I have to play king d3. I had a game where I lost, forgetting about this, not long ago. It was really painful. So king d3, and I guess he's gonna play king f1 or push. In either case, you can simply go up. So now we just go up, because he didn't play king f1. And then when he goes king f2, we play king d2. Okay. This one seems a bit more difficult. Okay, so rook d7, no. Maybe rook f6 instead. Rook f6. Check. Pawn takes, and then queen e7, check. The king can go to g6. He has to go to g6, because if he goes to g8, he's getting mated with knight f6. So, check, takes, queen e7, king g6, and then we take on f6, king here, and I have a mate. And knight f4. I also have a rook, but the rook can't really go to h1. But this is the correct line for sure. It's forcing moves in black's position. So okay, so rook takes f6, takes, queen e7, king g6, queen takes f6, king h5, and then what do we play after king h5? King h5. I like knight f4. Knight f4 wins the bishop. That's it? No, because he has g4. Okay, but it's still good. Still very good. But you're so cute. Come on now. Okay, knight f4. Disconnecting. But he's gonna go g4. King g4. Plays king g4. I have rook g1. Yeah, I mean, you're getting mated. You're getting mated for sure. Yeah, I guess he's gonna sack the queen if I go knight f4. Oh, he doesn't, of course. Right though. Now rook g1. Rook g1. And you're cooked. Good. Okay, so knight f3, and he has to take. Because he's mate, I think. Yeah. Is it mate? No, he can... No, it is mate. I mean, so he has to sack the queen. But he's still up material, right? Yeah, he has like a couple of extra pawns. So he's gonna be up material anyway. So it's maybe knight f3 is incorrect. Oh, we got knight g2. Nice. So yeah, it has to be knight g2 so he doesn't have the sack. And it's mate. That's how we win. Yeah. Yeah, that's a piece of advice I'd say. Usually when you are uncertain about what to play, you can count material, right? So for example, okay, does knight f3 work? Probably no, because after takes, you're still down material. And if you don't have a checkmate threat, it's just not worth it. So that's how I found. That was my mental process to find knight g2 instead. It would have been very funny that I was wrong. But it wasn't. Okay, so, I think it's queen c8, sorry. Queen c8, and then bishop here, and then we play queen c6, and that's mate, instead of playing this, because if I play that, he's gonna go bishop b8, and it's really hard to do anything from there, and I don't think we have time because we're getting mated. So yeah, I think it's queen c8 first. Yeah, queen c8 seems winning. It's just a mating tool. Okay, so rook here. Pawn takes loses, so he's gonna go king h1. Am I getting mated? I am. So rook takes h3, king g1. And I guess we play rook takes g2. No, because he has queen takes. So rook takes h3, king g1. Queen takes h3. Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. Queen takes h3. It's 10 times better. Is it though? Queen takes h3. If pawn takes, I win. If king g1, the rook is there on the way. So here has no way to defend g2. Okay, nice. Very good, very sharp. It's not really a queen. I mean, yes, it is a queen sack. Yes, it is a queen sack. Okay, perfect. We are unstoppable right now. There's a nice c7. Nice c7. King f8. And then I can sack the rook. Bishop takes. Rook takes. And then he's gonna go king e7. He goes king e7. And I can play bishop takes. Oh, and that's mate. Bishop takes c5. It's simply checkmate. So yeah, nice. Am I missing something? Oh, I think it's okay. Yeah, it should be fine. Now my rook is hanging. Wait. Okay, so check. So rook d8 takes. I knew that I was missing something. Okay, so I go rook d8, bishop takes. Bishop takes, rook takes, and then king e7. So I had to give this check instead. But it doesn't work because he has f6. Or maybe knight f6. He can block. So if I go here, then my rook is hanging. So what am I missing? What am I missing? I play rook d8. Bishop takes, and then bishop takes c5. King g8 is fourth. Or he can go bishop there, but then I have to... Okay, I see it now. I see it now. I completely forgot that he can't play king e8 because the knight is there. So now bishop takes c5, and if he blocks, it doesn't matter because it's pin. And now I have rook e8. Good. Okay. So now, I guess we gotta find a mate with queen on h6. Well, I don't know. I don't think he can block because it's one after g5. Yeah, it wasn't over there though. It was the other way around. Just remembering that the bishop is pinned and then the knight was covering e8 was the tricky part. Okay, so now probably knight f5. Knight f5. How much material do I have? Yes, we have the same amount of material. So knight f5 makes sense, and maybe then rook g3, which is very simple. But can I go for mate? I don't think I can. I mean, I do have pawn things. I think I'm just winning material here, and not that much material. It's nothing crazy, honestly. Knight f5 though. Knight f5 makes sense. Hi, Paul. It has to be knight f5. Knight f5, pawn takes, and then rook g3. I'm also looking at queen h6. Queen h6, but king f7, and then king f7, and then it's hard to make progress. It's really hard to make progress there. So yeah, I think it's knight f5. Play knight f5. And if he goes, yeah, about that. If he doesn't take the knight, what do we do? If he doesn't take the knight, he has to go to. Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, not taking the knight is a mistake because I'll take on d5 with check. So he has to take. He takes the knight and then rook g3, and we win the queen. We're gonna give the knight and the rook for the queen. But in good hands, this should be winning. Not in my hands. I'll blunder this. What do you think, Chan? Knight f5 was my initial thought. Yeah, and knight f5 looks promising. You think so, Chris? I think it has to be knight f5 as well. I'll be very surprised if there is something else here that we're not seeing. So I'm just gonna play it. Okay, and now we just win the queen with rook g3, right? Anything else that not done taken the he gets made. Yeah, I guess queen d5 is very strong. So now I guess we simply play rook g3. Unless I'm missing something, but I don't really see how to proceed. I mean, queen h6, check. King f7. King f7, queen h7, and then queen e8, I guess. Sorry, king e8. King e8. So the king is in e8 and I have nothing. So yeah, I don't think it's... I'm gonna play rook g3. I'm playing rook g3. Okay, nice. Alright, so we have discover check and covering our own check. It's the only move, honestly. I mean, what else? King g7? If I play king g7, what happens? I lose. I just lose. No, it has to be... Oh boy. Alright, so rook f8. I win the queen. I don't see any continuation. Yeah. Rook f8 is check because of the bishop. Exactly, it's a discover attack, which is also playing defense. So I guess we go for it. I mean, king g7 doesn't make much sense. It's either rook f8 or king g7. So king g7 is just asking for trouble. And then he's gonna go rook e7 and maybe we get invaded or something. So yeah, has to be rook f8. At least the first move. Oh, imagine if it is not. Okay, let me think. King g7 doesn't make any sense because... Or maybe it does. King g7. No, right? You win the queen? I don't think it's that simple. Just win the queen. And then rook takes and then king g7. It's just that it's puzzle level 48. So, but it seems very simple. It has to be rook f8. Yeah. We're overthinking here. Okay. So he goes king h1. The rook is pinned, so we have to take. There's nothing else. Nothing else makes sense. So we take, takes, check, king g7, check. And we're not getting mated. We're going to be up a bishop against the two rooks. And there is not a clear way for me to get to that. Oh, wait a minute. Queen takes? No, we're just going to take back. There's nothing. There's nothing. We just take the queen. Okay. We're overthinking a little bit for sure, but it is what it is. All right, so rook e1, bishop e7, queen takes f6. So that's all I'm seeing so far. What about the other rook? Yeah, why does it have to be this one and not this one? These are the questions that they don't want you to know. Okay, so if I play this rook, bishop e7 again, and then queen takes. He has pawn takes g. That's losing. What's the difference between this rook and this rook, bro? I'm not moving until someone tells me. Faster. Yeah, but it's just that we're trying to get them correct. So we need time. We do need time. What app is this? This is chess.com. It is chess.com. So, where were we? Okay, so which rook is correct? Yeah, that's the question. Personally, without much calculation, I would say that is the H rook. But that is just me. Faster. If you move the rook from left, the other rook can get eaten. How? I don't think he has time for any of those things. Because after queen takes f6, he has to defend the mate. I believe there is a mate. So he has to castle, I guess. Short castle. I prefer the H rook. This rook is also on this file. I don't know how to exploit that immediately, but this is the one that is not doing anything, you know. It has to be this one. It doesn't matter. Yeah, maybe it doesn't. Either get a queen for a rook or its mate. I get the knight for sure, but then he's gonna short castle. And then I can get the bishop. No, it is really good. It has to be the H rook. Okay. I'm playing it. Okay. And now queen takes. Queen takes knight. Short castle, and then we take this one. It has to play short castle. What else can he do? Maybe rook g8. Well, we're still cooking there because no, it's not that simple. Okay, I'm taking the knight. Am I? Yes. Yeah, rook g8. And now it's equal material, by the way. It's like nothing has happened. Maybe rook d6? Well, but it's really meh. What's my rating? I'm like 2000. Sack the D rook? So we take on d6. Why though? Pawn takes? It's gonna play pawn takes and then bishop takes. Bishop takes d6. And we're piling up the pressure in an insane fashion. What I don't like about rook takes and after pawn takes, it does have rook a7. You can play rook a7. But I guess we have c7 in that variation. c7. And then rook takes, queen takes. Sacrifice the bishop instead. You think that the bishop is better? Maybe. Is it better? It is better because it disconnects the queen from playing defense. And then we have rook d7. I think it's the bishop first. Isn't it the bishop first? Why not bishop d6 first and then rook d6? Exactly, that's what I was looking at. Oh, thank you, Chris, for the heart mini on the gold popular. As well as Timothy Shallow. It's a funny name. Thank you for the donut. Take on d6. If queen c7. Because rook d7 exists. Exactly. Yeah, I was looking at the same thing. So bishop takes instead. It's a little bit better. Yeah. Okay. Wait. What did you say, chat? Okay, no. It's bishop takes, you said first. And it does make sense. I think it's correct. Bishop, then rook takes d6. Yeah, because we have rook d7 at the end. Very sharp. Very good stuff. Oh, he on pin. Oh, but I have a check. She's trying to confuse me. Yeah, we just win the queen here. All right. Good. Good stuff. Oh, okay, so this one. Rook takes e5 comes to mind, so we can take on f7. But it's not checkmate. It's not checkmate. What about rook e2? This rook over here. Oh, it's just that he takes and then rook takes, and then he has to go. But we have no. No, it doesn't work. Right, so rook takes, queen takes f7. Yeah, I guess it's okay. And then after king h8, we can play bishop takes g6. And then he's gonna play bishop takes g2. And it's very messy. Am I getting mated? Maybe. Maybe not, because I played rook takes. Check. Rook g1. I'm overthinking. Rook e2 in the end. Wait, but it doesn't work. No, because then my queen would be hanging. Just play and pray. That's not the idea. We're here to calculate. That's not the idea. 50 in a row with no mistakes is very solid work. We're trying to keep it that way. Oh, wait a second, chat. I just realized that black has queen takes h3, man. Queen takes h3. I mean, I'm not getting mated though. I have king g1. And alright, just because he has queen takes h3, we have to take the rook. We have to take the rook. That is the first move. We have to take on e5. So when he plays rook takes h3, king g1, he feels very stupid because he's just down a rook. You see what I mean? So, well, is he getting mated? I don't think he is. Yes, he is. Takes. If it takes the rook, I have queen f8 mate. So yeah, we have to take the rook. We have to. Okay, so now from this position, queen takes f7 comes to mind. That's a very obvious move. And then bishop takes g6. I think that bishop takes g6 is okay, because pawn takes and then queen takes, and then we have queen takes g6. That was the idea. Takes here, and then bishop takes. Threatening mate, by the way. Oh, but wait a second. Yeah, we're threatening mate. He has he has queen e6, but I'm winning a pawn. No, because then I can play that. No, he takes with the bishop. Oh, yeah, it's too much. But yeah, queen takes f7 for sure. PSG just cooked Tottenham. Is that impressive? Isn't PSG like a super good team? Queen f7 and rook e2. Oh! Queen f7, rook e2. Hey, I see what you mean. It's not a bad attempt. Better than bishop g6 for sure. Or not. Thinks. It's just like, yeah, because he's getting mated. Yeah, I like that. Rook e2 is better, I think. Rook e2 now. We only have to calculate what happens if he takes on g2. And I don't think that we should be concerned. I has queen g5 check. Right, so here, takes on g2. He takes on g2. And then we're going to just take back with the rook. And then when he gets a check on e1, we go back with the queen. We play queen f1, and we're going to be up a piece, a minor piece. So that could be it. Or we can also play simply king g1. King g1, and black has even a worse position now because they're getting mated on fa, and the rook will be hanging. So yeah, bishop g2 is just not doing anything if I play king g1. So rook e2 now. Oh, he drops back. Okay, so how do we punish this? What about queen bishop g6 now? Takes. And we will have rook takes. No, the rook will be hanging. Bishop takes g6. It is threatening mate, but he's gonna take obviously. And then what do we play? My king is also very exposed. He has perpetual check if I'm not careful. Not really though. But I'm not winning. I'm up a couple of pawns, maybe. Huh? Huh? So what's the move then? Queen f6, you think that check is gonna do it? Okay, queen f6, king g8. And what do you do from there? You can check and take the bishop. Okay. Yeah, we just take the bishop then. Exactly. As simple as that. Yeah, because the rest, it's really like meh. Not really doing much. Okay, so yeah, we just take the bishop. And then after rook takes, bishop takes e2. I don't really see a way for me to be punished because the king is so weak as well. So, okay. Nice. Very good. Rook e7? No, because he's just going to take back and then it was really hard to make progress. Okay, so bishop takes h2. Oh boy. Bishop takes h2. So he wants to go here, I guess, but isn't that scary? We gotta do something about the check before we try to mate him or do whatever. So if I take, it's gonna go knight g4. Knight g4. Queen takes, pawn takes, check. I don't think we're good there. So maybe king f1? King f1 maybe? No, I don't know. Bishop g6? What? Oh, you're talking about the previous puzzle. I don't think I'm able to take. If I take, I get this check, and then I lose the bishop. And I think that the bishop has to stay in the game with this pin. That is an advantage for us, I guess. King h1 would threaten the bishop later on. Ah, look at that. You're totally right. So we stay in touch with the bishop. And that could be a good thing for us, eventually. Yeah, so king h1. And then what? But I like king h1. King takes. Queen takes the bishop take. No, it doesn't work because if I take the knight, like you want me to do, I has check like this. And I'm losing that. I think it's king h1. ¿Eres chileno o qué wea? Soy chileno, tipo. Sí, no vi la bandera. What? Bishop takes f6. Queen takes f6. But I'm in check. Reverse cut. I'm in check. I can't do that. So it has to be something else that we're not seeing. It has to be something else. I like king h1. I think that king h1 is okay. I will play it. Take the bishop. ¿Y por qué hablas en inglés? Porque creo que es un poco más universal. Creo que más gente puede entender mi ajedrez en inglés. Yo soy profe de inglés. You already exchanged your bishop. Do check. It's not in danger. What? I don't get it. Why do you speak in English? Just wondering. It's because I'm an English teacher. And it helps me to practice. Because here in Chile, I don't have a single person with who to talk in English. And if you don't use your English, you're going to lose it. So that's one thing. And the other one is because I think it's a bit more universal. Like if I talk in English, more people will get it. More people will understand my content. And chess is not very popular in Chile. 96 after queen takes g5. Chad, I don't know what you're talking about. What? Take the knight on f6 with bishop, then take. But I'm in check. I'm in check. I can't do that. I'm in check. So we need to decide whether we go king h1 or king f1, or we take the bishop first. We do that first, and then we move on to, whether we take the knight or not. King takes bishop, then knight d6. But okay, but if I take the bishop, he's gonna go knight g4 check. He's gonna go knight g4 check. You see? That's the whole idea that he has. And getting the piece back with the queen. So king h1 is a candidate move. King h1 for sure, you say. So many people are gravitating to king h1. Which is a move that I also like, because it doesn't invite complications. I mean, it generates more complications for black, because now they have to, well, I don't know. I'm not really sure, though. But it makes sense. I'm playing it. I'm playing king h1. Okay. It was a hard puzzle, though. I guess that we simply let him take on g4. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So, they want me to take probably. Usually, there is a principle in chess that it says that the best way to refute a sacrifice is to accept it. So it was king takes h2, no fear. And then what he does, instead of knight g4, which was the move that we were calculating, this move is not even good for him. He has king g1 and we're fine. It's knight e5. So we didn't understand anything. We didn't understand anything about the position. Because now rook e5 is fine. Knight g4, king g1, and then queen takes g5, and then queen takes d5, which is brilliant because it sacks the rook. But if you take the rook, you get mated with queen c5. No, you don't get mated. King g8, knight e7. You lose the queen. You lose the queen because it's modern mate. Alright, that's fucking crazy. No, I don't feel bad for not seeing all of that. Because if he plays, well, first of all, the bishop is covering h7, so he has to go here. And then we have knight takes e8. Okay, king g8. I'm even confused myself. I don't really. Here, check. And then king f8. And then we have knight f5. Knight f5, king g8. And then we take the knight. Damn, son. And now we're threatening this. So he has to go rook h6. We have knight h7. Anyways. And now finally he has to take. Because if otherwise he's losing the queen. And yeah, like we basically dismantle white. Sorry, black. But I couldn't get it. I didn't understand at all. And we have the pin of shame from my mods. Paulo Cárdenas, Rey 1. Many people were saying it though. Many people were saying King H1 for sure. Yeah, Rey 1. Yeah, King H1. Yeah. All of you were wrong. All of you were wrong. But it's a hard puzzle. It wasn't easy. It has a pass rate of 47% though. So maybe we just fumbled that one. Okay, we do have some more attempts. Okay, so rook h5, king g7. Rook h5, king g7, and then maybe this check. I mean, it has to be this. I mean, what else could it be? We have this check. And the king can go down. No, they can't. No, they don't have time for it. They have to go up. We have check here, check again, and then they go here. But we win a bishop, I believe. I think we can win a bishop. Yeah, we have a tactic on this diagonal. So rook h7, and then rook here, I guess. Do we have a tactic? Okay, but yeah, we have to give this check, obviously. No! Just take the bishop, you fucking asshole. Oh, I'm getting distracted, chat. That wasn't difficult. That wasn't a difficult puzzle. Yeah, just take the bishop, you fucking idiot. Okay. We're fumbling. Alright, we have one more try. We're not gonna fumble this one. Nice. It's gonna promote to a knight. He's definitely promoting to a knight. Or he can sack on f7. Because we have mate. We're gonna play rook h8 mate. Mate on h1. So he's gonna take here. And I'm losing that. I'm just losing that because I think. And then he has king f1. And I don't have a checkmate anymore. And I'm putting all my efforts in getting that checkmate. But we go rook f6 check. Rook f6 check. And the king goes either here. Alright, but yeah, I think it's rook f6. So we have to go here anyway. And he promotes to a knight, you asshole. What do I do? King e8? King e8 makes sense. But he has knight here. Knight e6. We need to get rid of the checks. He has a couple of checks. But King d8, attacking the knight a little bit better. So it attacks the knight, and then he has a check on b7. But then I take the knight. And taking the knight is basically winning. Is it winning? Okay. Yes. Of course. And now, whatever we do, we don't go to this rank. Because then he has check. So we need to get rid of the checks without allowing him to. So this one. King b8. King b8 wins. It has to be King b8. Nice. Okay. Good. We're back in business. Alright, so we have a discover attack. It's gonna go. Yeah, I can win the queen. But I lose the rook. So, and this is actually not that great, I think. Yeah, I lose the rook. I lose the other rook if I'm not careful. I was thinking about rook a6 and then winning the queen, but I think he's gonna take here with check. So I move away, and then the knight is gonna be safe. And I don't have material anymore because I'm down a knight. So not so simple. Maybe queen here. I sort of like this move, but it's hard to. Because it is also threatening queen d5. Is that the idea? Queen d5. Something like this. Sorry, queen d4 instead. Rook d8. Rook d8 immediately. Queen takes, pawn takes, takes. Look. Yeah, it makes sense. Rook d8 immediately. I get it, yeah. For some reason, Dfinity is not working anymore. Okay, so you say rook a6? No, rook a6 doesn't work, chat. He's gonna take here with check. At the end of the line, of course. Because the idea is for you to take the queen, right? But he can play rook takes, king takes, and then what's the idea? To take the queen? Okay, but he's gonna take here with check. And then he has knight here, and it's gonna be fine. I think that rook takes d8 is good. Rook takes d8. Queen takes. Takes, and then rook takes. We're gonna be a rook against a knight. And we're gonna win this pawn for sure. So yeah. Torre pawn, pero calm. I think it's rook d8. I'm gonna go rook d8. Okay. Okay. So now queen e8. Queen e8, king g7. Ooh. I don't really see the mate though. That's because I'm stupid, because there's gotta be a mate here. I mean, queen e8, king g7, queen takes f7. No, it has to be with the rook. It has to be with the rook. So we go here, here, rook takes f7, here. Maybe queen f8, g5, check, g4. Do you see it? I thought you were playing someone. Oh, no. No, it was a puzzle. We're doing puzzles. This is puzzle 54. Puzzle 54, and we're heading towards 50 something. 55. Obviously. I don't see the line. Me neither. I think it's like a mate in 8, in 9. It's not easy to find though. So, queen e8. Yeah, but it has to be queen e8. We need to start with queen e8. So queen e8, and now rook f7 makes more sense than queen f7. Don't ask why. Don't ask me why. But I would play rook f7. Like, intuitively. I would play rook f7. Queen e8, queen f7. No, I don't think queen f7 is okay, but let's see what you have. What are you cooking? Queen f7, king h6, only move, and then queen f8. Oh. Okay, queen f8, king h5, g4. Wait, he's cooking. That guy might be right. g4, h4 for the king. And then maybe you have this check in here. But how do you win though? The king goes to g3. And I don't see the win. I don't see the win though. I haven't calculated fully yet, but it looks promising. I mean, rook takes f7 also looks promising, you know. So, but I like your line. I think that your line is also good. Queen h3. How can you play queen h3? There is a pawn on h3. Rook f7. Yeah, that's what we think, but it might be wrong. It might be wrong, you know. So, I don't know. I need some hardcore evidence, so we don't commit. We are certain. You cannot go queen h6 because of his queen. Ah, that's a very good point. So we don't have queen h6, which means that maybe we have to play rook takes f7. Maybe it's rook takes f7. If you do that, it's checkmate. Do what? Rook takes f7? Okay, bro, but can you elaborate a bit more? I mean, you're just telling us one move and then you run it away. So now, guys, just play rook f7, you stupid streamer. Easy mate. Bro, just takes. Yeah, but with what? And why? If you take with queen, you have mate in 1. No, I don't. Chad, you're full of shit. All of you are full of shit. Rook f7. Let me have a look at Pablito. Pablito's a strong player. Rook f7, king h6, queen f8, king h5, rook h7, king g5. But why rook h? What? I don't get it. Rook h? No. It's not check though. Okay. I'm gonna play rook f7 though. That's gonna be wrong, chat. Okay. Nice. Okay. Now that we have this move in the position, let's move on. What comes next? Queen f8, you said. Queen f8. King h5? Okay, I'm playing queen f8. Alright. Bro, just do what I say. I'm trying. Okay. Queen f8. Rook g7? Nah. Impossible. The rook. We can take on h7. Ah, okay, we take on h7. Okay, rook h7. Ah, we have this and we win the queen. Is that it? Is that what you... Is that what you're trying to... Okay. Queen h6, right? And then I take, and that's winning. There is no mate, though. Yeah, because everyone was looking for a mate, but there isn't one. Yeah, and this check doesn't make any sense. So we just take the queen. Okay, good night. Have a good night, Pablito. Pablito carried that last puzzle. He has to go to bed. Okay. Thank you, Pablito. Alright, chat. We can do this. I have faith. So now we move on to... Oh. What's this? It's another very difficult puzzle. It's another very difficult puzzle. Okay. Okay, we have a check on a7. We might be able to do something with the check on a7. It's... And then maybe c5. Okay. It's just that we're down so much material, man. We're down a whole rook and a bishop. So c5, it's not gonna cut it. We're gonna be down still material. Thank you! Thank you, Erin, for the harmony, as well as AI Cat Girls and Sin Nombre. Thank you for the harmony, guys. Queen a7. Yeah, I think Queen a7 is the first move. I mean, what else? What else can we play? Penny makes no sense because this is protected 4 times. So, yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What about this move first, chat? a5. So, this is checkmate. Huh? Ah, yeah, Eduard Gons was also looking at that. No? Isn't Queen h7 checkmate? Well, you mean Queen a7. And no, because he has King b4. He play King b4. The rook is pinned. We know that much. But look, this is what I'm looking at. We play this, and suddenly, after we play that move, Queen a7 is mate. So that has to be promising, you know. The only thing that I'm afraid of is that he can sack on b5, winning all our plans. Because if he sacks on b5, pawn takes, check, and then I think he's okay. He's gonna survive that. So maybe we don't have time for this. What if he goes rook d8 after pawn a? It's pinned. He can't move the rook. It's pinned. But the problem with a5, I think, is bishop b5. Or simply moving the rook back. I think he can actually... No, that doesn't work because the queen check is covering the entire diagonal. So yeah, I mean, we need to have a look at what happens after bishop takes b5. I have a check again. And it's still mate. Is he still mate? Because the checkmate is still there. a5 chat. a5 is still mate. Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Okay, someone has to convince me that this is not the correct move because I'm about to blunder and play it. Do you see anything else, chat? I think it's just that. Queen a7. We have a look at Queen a7, but after King b4, it's really hard to make any progress, especially being down so much material. We can play c5 and have that fork, but you're not gonna win this game because even though you can take that one, your king is exposed and white's still up a bishop, I guess. So. Queen a7 is the right move? Oh, please. Come on, why though? No, resign. But what about King b6? Ah, King b6 is also a thing that we haven't discussed. Alright, so we go a5, King b6, check maybe? He takes. But if he takes that one, we have this check in here. Oh, he's escaping. So instead, king b6, we have to go queen c7. King drops back. Oh, he can take. But if he takes, he's getting mated with rook a8. So yeah, he goes back, and then we transpose to the checkmate. So yeah, king b6 is not saving him. Queen a7, pawn a5. No, because honestly, it's not winning. It's just gonna drop back. And as soon as he drops back like that, maybe I have queen c5. I don't think I'll be able to give a checkmate there. It has to be now. a5. a5 and queen a7. Really hard to stop. How do you stop that? That's the question. That is exactly what we need to ask. How do you stop a5? Just play a5. Yeah, but wait, there must be a 2400 in the chat who will tell us a5 is stupid. Rook d7? What? Just type it. What? a5, king b6, queen c7. Exactly. Queen c7, king c5, and then queen a7. Mate. a5 is good. I'm 300 elo and a5 is correct. Bruh, I'm telling you. I'm telling you this is correct. Oh, that scared me the shit out of me, but we're fine, we're fine. We have mate on a8. Mate on a8. Oh, bro, play king a6, man. Oh, king a6 was really scary. I wasn't ready for king a6. But indeed I was. Okay. Alright. Again, this one is also very hard. Is it about winning material? Or is it about checkmate? I don't think we have a way to give a checkmate, so it has to be about winning material. That is my first take. That is my first conclusion. So how do we do it though? How do we win material in this position? What the fuck is hanging? The rook is misplaced, I would say. Like the rook here. If I go here, I'm putting 3 pieces on c6. But he's gonna go rook d6, which is a forcing move though. So that could help us a bit. Ah! Wait a minute. So it goes there. I have knight here. Knight d6. And then the rook has to move away one more time. So I guess it's gonna go here with the rook. And then I can play knight b6. And then the queen has to move away. So the queen goes here. And then I take. And then he takes my knight. And then I take. And then he takes. And she's gonna be fine. It's not so simple. Okay, this puzzle is hurting my head. Knight c4 maybe first. Knight c4 immediately, you say. Oh. Ah, that makes sense because if you play knight c4 immediately, then we have knight b6. Attacking the queen, but also something changed drastically. And it's the fact that the queen is still on b3. So the knight wouldn't be a target anymore, and we can take. Oh, I think knight c4 is correct. Yeah, knight c4 is really good. But then the rook is hanging. Which one? What rook? His rook. c4 for me. I also think it's knight c4. Wrong? Okay, so what's the move? The rook has to move, but I'm not sure after that. Yeah, the rook goes to... It doesn't matter where you go. Because the idea would be to play knight b6 afterwards. And then after knight b6, I think we're winning material. Because the queen has to move away. He can't go there. He can only go here. And then we take the knight. Ah, but the queen can go here. Ah, I missed queen e8. No, he has queen e8, chat. Defending the knight like that with queen d8. Queen e8. Oh, shit. No, so it's not okay then. So knight c4. And where does the rook go, though? Maybe that's the critical thing. If the rook goes to d8, okay, knight c4. Yes. Okay, he doesn't have queen d8. He doesn't have queen e8 anymore. So now knight b6 is winning. Knight b6 is winning now because he doesn't have this. Oh, let's go. Oh, champ. Queen c3, get the fuck out of here, Carl. Jesus Christ. Vito, what? Vito, come on now. My goodness. Queen e6, better? Oh my days, bunch of 800 players. Jesus. Okay, nice. Let's move on. So we have queen takes e4, check. Queen e3, we take the rook. I don't know about that. Knight c6 maybe? No, that's too slow. We gotta take the rook. We take the rook. And we're up. It's gonna give me a check though. We need to calculate the defense because he's taking so many pawns as well. So take the rook immediately. Yeah, I think it has to be queen takes rook. Yeah, because queen e3 or bishop e2. Bishop e2 helps because then we would take with check. I don't know. Knight b3? What? Bro, you really made me think Elo inflation got that bad. He's trolling. Why not calculate queen takes e4? Because I didn't like queen e3, but that was very superficial. I think that we can still have a look at that. Queen e3, and then we take, and then he takes with check. It is a bit annoying because then he's gonna get to a... But I can't really stop that from happening. I think it's good because we win an extra pawn. We win an extra pawn and then we take the rook. But then we're gonna be, you know, like playing defense. We had to play defense afterwards. I was thinking that maybe we go king d8 and then knight here, but then the rook will be a target. But we can play rook e8, something like that. So in that variation, probably taking is good because then we're gonna have an open file that we can exploit. Maybe, but I'm speculating a lot. 300 Elo slander will not be tolerated. Yes, it will. In my stream, yes. In my stream, yes. Maybe knight d7 and long castle. Okay. You can't really castle if it's gonna take on c7, but he's still down now. It's either queen e4 or queen takes h1. We had that down. Thank you, Charlie. Very insightful approach. Jesus. Knight first. Then long castle. As you want to play solid chess, but you're down material, Chad. There is no time for you to be solid. Or maybe there is some. I mean... I think we should take the rook. 97. People still thinking that 97 is okay. But I don't really like it that much because I think it's a very superficial threat. You can play queen takes c7. Or maybe it is okay. 97. It develops the knight. If it takes on c7, he doesn't have any other targets. And then we take the rook. It could be correct. I think we have to take the rook. They have queen e5 check. Then our queen is kind of trapped. And they develop. Yes, exactly. The queen is very misplaced after taking on h1. But if we take on e4, that's not really the case. But then we have moves such as queen c6. I don't know how or in what variation that could help, but the queen will have more range. So takes and then takes. It could be, you know, but like... I'm inclined to play 97 now. No, listen. I'm listening. 96. 96, okay, but why? What do you do with 96? Take it immediately pins his bishop. His bishop, though. Oh, I completely overlooked that he can actually play bishop here. In what variation, though? Because if I take queen e3 and then I take the rook. The bishop's still pinned. Oh, this puzzle is annoying because it is so obvious and at the same time it's not. But you know what? I think we have to take the rook. We have to, because I don't think the queen is going to be able to deliver a checkmate on its own. She's definitely taking a couple of pawns. This one is kind of hard. It is supposed to be hard. It's rated 3011. No, it's 3100. The puzzle is 3100. I vote for queen takes e4. I also think it could be queen takes e4. 92 seems legit as well. But 92, it's a white move. You mean 97. Yes, I think it's also fine, 97, because it's like damage control. It damages, I mean, it is damaging. Just, you get what I'm saying. 97, queen takes c7, check. And then he doesn't have, look, that's another important factor. He doesn't have queen e3 anymore. Not anymore, at least. Oh, I think it's 97. 97 is good. It's really good, I think. Because it forces queen takes c7, but now he doesn't have this crucial move, queen e3, which I don't think is that great, but it's not an option anymore, because the queen has to move away from this diagonal. Or maybe he goes here. Queen c3. But then I take check. Queen e3. Well, he can't take on e5 because the knight... Yeah, no, the knight is gold. 97! I'm about to play 97! Someone has to convince me otherwise. Bro, we've been saying that. Okay, 97. Play 97. I feel like queen takes h1 is correct. Yeah, but no rush. 97 is like... It's a good move, I think. No, stop. Damn it, man. Okay, I'll stop. Why? Why not? Why not 97? I think 97 is okay. Queen takes e4 first. Whatever we do is probably wrong. I also think so. We're gonna get it wrong. What about 92? But 92 is white's move. They play 92. I take the rook. It's passive? Not really, because it is attacking the queen. e4 up, one rook. Yeah, but then he has a lot of counterplay, taking the pawns. 97, what's it called? What is the word? Stabilizes the position. It gives you stability. 97, defending the pawn and forcing the queen to move to a worse square. Queen takes e4. Yeah, but then you're gonna lose some pawns. You're gonna take the rook, and then you're gonna go check. He can take on g7. He can take on c7, and the rooks will be targets. 97, and those things are avoided to some extent. Queen takes e4, queen e3, queen takes h1, queen takes e1, king f1. King f1, you mean king f8. King f1. King f8. Okay, and then she takes on c7, I guess. Not convinced. 97. 97! 97! I'll play 97. It's your fault, chat. But 97 forces queen to move. And after that, it doesn't even matter that she can block the check. Told you. 97 is right.
Muchas gracias, afición. Este para vosotros.
Okay. GG, chat. 57 is still very good. I think that we could have got to 60 probably. But yeah, this puzzle was ridiculous. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what was the move. Let's see. Oh my gosh. So first of all, this puzzle has a pass rate of 29%. So most people get it wrong. And the correct continuation is queen takes e4, queen e3, rook takes, king f8. It's exactly what someone said in the chat. 97, hurry up. That's the pin of shame. You're being introduced to the pin of shame. We don't forget your comments. Okay, so yeah, it was this line then. Someone said this. Someone said it. I remember. 97, then queen takes e4, then rook. Yeah, whatever, man. It's crazy. I mean, what's interesting of this puzzle is, why is this losing? Like, or why is this giving the advantage to look, like queen c5 is a blunder, and as soon as you play, it's -3 if you follow this variation with queen e3 and then takes and then c5 and king g8, right? It's -3 if you follow this. Now, if you play knight e7, it's not even -1. Can you see the evil bar? So the game goes to shit. And it is because of knight e2. Someone said, what about knight e2? We should take the rook, we said. Okay, you take the rook, but then he's gonna take on c7. And we said, it doesn't matter, we play queen d8. But then he's gonna long castle. And he's alright. I guess this is equal. I don't even know why though. Is it because of bishop b5? Yes, it's bishop b5. Yeah, there is too much pressure on this knight. And knight here is coming. Putting the rook as well to work. Okay, the king is in the center. And it's also doing this now that the knight is pinned. So yeah, very hard to win. Okay. Alright. It was fun while it lasted. Now I guess we play some blitz. And we blunder a little bit. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Ernie, by the way, for the GG. We try, right? We try to do our best. We didn't succeed very much. Okay. Let's play some blitz now. Oops. Castle. And she's throwing the pawns at me. Maybe I should have gone h5. I usually play h5, but this time I'm not gonna do it. Because it does weaken my position a lot when I play it. Okay, so what is he trying to do? I just want to go here now. Maybe queen c7, avoiding the pawn push. He can't play it, he's just gonna think. It's getting messy. Let's go here. Queen b6 generates counterplay, but I don't know. e5 I think is a bit rushed. Maybe this move instead. It's okay. Okay. So if I move the knight away, opening the queen trade, I'm definitely not losing. But I don't know. Something's wrong about that probably. h5 now. g5. And then the knight would be misplaced. So e5. I don't like e5 either. Patience. Let's see what he does. I want him to commit before I do. Let's see what pawn break will he choose. He doesn't choose a single one. Now I think that's a mistake. But he has 95. No, I can't do that. Alright, let's try to keep pushing the pawns. Okay, I could take this one. He wants to get the knight here, obviously. But he did give me this square for the
Juma.
pawn takes. It's also fine, I guess. But then knight takes. Bishop here. Alright, I'm gonna play pawn takes. Ah, he takes with the pawn. What? How's that good? Ah, because he opens up the bishop. He has knight g5. Hmm. Shit. I'm getting scared here. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense as well. Am I falling into prep? This is crazy. It's getting very hard to play. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Okay, I'm trying to generate some counterplay. Opening up the bishop. Whoa. I did not see that. I think we have to take and let him take. Okay. I'll push. He takes the what? He's threatening mate and rook takes f7. I have a check though. I'll play this check. It doesn't do much, does it? No, it does. No, it doesn't. Check in h2. Ah, and then f6. Rook takes. Takes. I had to play it, I guess. I go here now. He takes only 6 though. Fuck me. We go here, I guess. If we survive this, we should be winning. Because we have a passed pawn, which is very strong. Okay, so the rook has to go here. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, no, I didn't see that. I have no time. I go here. Yes, check. Fuck, I lost. Damn it, bro, I couldn't do anything. Okay, damn, bro, I couldn't do anything. That was something else. Let me have a look at that game, because honestly, it's always this line that is causing me trouble. I guess that the counterplay has to be faster or what, but I've made mistakes. I definitely made so many mistakes. He played with 85% accuracy. So he didn't do that well. But that attack by itself, when they play queen e1 and they transpose like that. Man, I had even a brilliant move and I couldn't win. Okay, so far this is fine. There's nothing to be worried about. Ah, b5 instead of short castle. Okay. I'm winning here, but I have to find the move to win, which is c4. Yeah, because he weakens the center, I guess. I had to find c4. I didn't. Still okay. Still winning. Pawn takes. Pawn takes. Knight. Yes, of course it is a little bit better because he doesn't block the bishop. f6? Why did you not play it? Yeah, we're fine here. I just have to... I take on f3, man. I take on f3 first. And then I get the knight back. You could have taken on before, yeah. And now it's just losing. Oh, rook takes. Rook takes, so we defend. f7. Now he's winning. f5 is okay, but we're not gonna survive this. The pawns are too strong. And then I should have taken. I take here. Too many mistakes, too slow, terrible. Terrible game. Really bad. We can't see board, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, we didn't do very well. Next time I need to be more aggressive in the center. We need to find a pawn break. So we this is not my account. We need to find a pawn break so we don't get crashed.
Arthur.
Arthur, thank you for the follow. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. Oh, tough game.
Emra.
Ember, thank you for the follow. Gotta go sleep. Good luck. Thank you, Paul. Have a good one. Okay. Let's see if I can go back to 2000.
Turo.
Turo, thank you for the follow. Okay, sure, castle.
Yoni.
Joni, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate it, guys. Alright, so don't I just have knight d4 here? Knight takes d4. Yeah, I think it's really good. Knight takes d4. Bishop takes, queen h5, check. Where do you go? h7. Check. Yeah, I'm just gonna play it. Okay, so he takes on e. Pin. On e5, sorry. Pin. d6. But now you're losing. Check. I ask king d. Check again. It's not good for him. But I don't really see how to exploit it. Maybe simply f5. Sorry, f4, winning the knight. Should be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna play f5. f4, sorry. Winning the knight. Very simple. Takes. And he has 3 pieces attacking the fucking... Now I'm pinned. So I'm gonna go pawn takes. Oh shit! I should be winning this, but I can't find the best continuation. And if I go here, he's gonna go check with the queen. And then takes. He's fine in that line. Come on. still very exposed. This still should be good for me. Okay, so queen here, ready made. Queen d7, okay. Fuck! Go here, knight f6, queen here. We're still with the initiative. Okay. I'm not really... Maybe she's 3. Once again, I feel like I'm playing so slow. He has a check that I miss. Come on, find something. Bro, come on, we gotta find something. I'm so mad at myself. I should have won this game. Fuck! Fucking bitch. Is it possible that I couldn't find a single shit? Okay, how frustrating, man. Should have won that game. He was definitely losing in the opening. That shit f5's just not good. It's just not good to play f5, man. How can it be so shit? F5 is such a bad move. Every time they play it, I should win. Oh, that's so frustrating, man. I'm gonna study this line. That's not gonna happen again, man. Fucking piece of crap. Play F5, he got away with it, man. There is no way. There's no way you let him play F5 and get a win. I know that E5 is correct, but then I couldn't find a single good idea. Oh! What the fuck am I supposed to play? C3? What does it do? I don't even get it. Just gives me a strong center. D5 has to play. E5 tinks. Bishop tinks. Rook E1. F8. Pawn takes? No, I could never play like this, man. The knight of sinks. Knight of sinks. And okay, it doesn't matter. I think that my idea was still winning. So how did I not win? What did I miss? It's +3. Rook E1, D6. Now Queen. Queen H5 now. Why though? Queen H5. It has to find King F8. And then I take the knight. Because I'm pretty mate. And that's completely winning. It's over. Right there. GG. So he's not gonna go there. Because he's stupid. So we play this. Of course not now. You fucking idiot. So. Wait a minute. No, F4 is just losing. It's +7! Okay, so check. If he goes here, what do we do? Queen takes, of course. And if he goes down, he gets mated with Queen F7. Bro, how? How did you miss this? So here, takes, here, mate. That's one way to do it. And the other one is just sucking the rook with a brilliant move. That would have been very good. And it's over. The game is over. Oh! Okay. It's not gonna happen again. It's just not gonna happen again. I promise. Yeah, I mean, you can't be 2000 and be playing hope chess with F5, man. Come on. Come on, man. And then I lose? Did I fucking lose? Hmm. Oh no. Guess we can bishop d7. Bro, what is this crap? Wow. Why is this guy so good? Why am I facing so... I mean, he's only 1800. Why is he playing so well? What the fuck? I don't believe it, man. How is he finding all of this? Yeah. No, it's gonna go down. Got him. Oh my god, that was so hard. That was so hard to win. Jesus Christ. That wasn't easy at all. How does he play so well? My god, he's only 1800, but I don't think he played like at 1800. Let's have a look at that. Oh my god. That wasn't easy, chat. It was really difficult. And I think he, I don't know, man. But it was like a robot. He played like a fucking robot during the entire opening. And then in the middle game, he was also playing like a robot. I felt like engine powers here. I'm not kidding. Well, it wasn't that bad. He only played with 82% accuracy. He's actually winning. He was winning in the end, but I thought it was gonna be like 90 something. But I'm overestimating his capacity, probably. Let's have a look. I should take it. Yeah, it's dead equal. There's absolutely nothing. And I think that bishop there, it's okay. Yeah, the game was dead equal during the entire... Oh, that's a bad move? Why? Oh, because I have bishop. Ah, I didn't see this at all. That was my chance to win. Right here. Bishop d4. I'm winning again with bishop d4. Not anymore. And I thought about bishop d2 and I didn't play. It's a fucking fly. And that was a bad idea! That was really bad. I should have played this instead. This endgame is losing. How do I win? How do I keep the game going? h6. And this 6 is upload. This 6 is upload. What? Oh my days. He pushes and he pushed and lost. Okay. I thought he was winning in the endgame. He was. He could have, but it wasn't easy. I mean, right here, the correct move was king here, which is not easy to see because I'm promoting. But I guess he does it first with check. Something like that, I guess. And I had to push this pawn. What about this one? What? He pushes again. I have to go here, and yeah, he's just gonna push. And he's gonna give me like 10,000 checks. Ah! Oh no, that would have been... Nah. Nah, if he does that, I'll resign. Yeah, that would have been too much. I mean, I guess I can keep trying, but I'm getting mated, and probably I'm losing my queen back. Yeah, this just promotes. And then if I promote, check. And where do I go? Here, and I lose my queen. Oh, yeah. No, crazy. I mean, I'm glad that we won. Because it wasn't an easy game. Alright, let's play another one. Let's see if we can get back to 2,000. I don't think I was 2,000 though, but I'll try to get back to 2,000. Thank you for the follow. GG, thank you, Chris. It's not that he played perfect. I mean, he sort of did it, the opening. And in the middle game, he only made the mistake with the knight. And then in the endgame, he got very sloppy. But it felt super annoying to face him. Okay. Let's see, another 1800 play. Pros on a mission. Cancel already. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I appreciate it. this is. Okay. Try to control this file. Yeah, I got careful now. Oh, I had this! Ah, come on, wake up. You fucking idiot. Oh! Stupid! Okay, too slow, too slow. But I can't find a move. E5. I'm not even sure if it is okay. My bishop is there. What? Wasn't that a blunder? He wants to play F4. I can't even do that. I go here instead now. This generates some big holes if I play G5. It's gotta be something else, come on. Knight here? Yeah. I see what he's trying to do. Just trying to get this battery going. I don't like this. Okay, I guess I had to push. Yeah. Really dangerous. So check, king there, check, king there. Right, so takes, check, here, check again, here, check again, here. And he has this check as well. Fuck. But I had to do it. I'm gonna do it anyway. Ah, I can take on h6. I forgot about h6. Oh, it's just made! Ah, I didn't calculate that it's made! How can you escape if there is a pawn on f6? Fucking idiot. Oh. Terrible game again. What? The fuck is this? Very annoying. Hmm. It's there. I think so. My bishop is hanging. Go here. Oh, my knight is hanging now. Oh, I'm blundering so much. You didn't see it. What? Oh, because he wants to. What? It doesn't work. Hmm. Hmm. So go here, I guess. Oh, bishop. Yeah, but if I go here, now he has this. But it doesn't work. Nice. I'm glad that it doesn't work because we finally won, but we shouldn't have because we blunder. We blunder. We blunder right here with bishop b5. He just takes. Fucking idiot. Like he didn't see it. So okay. Whatever, man. You lost your queen? How? How did I lose my queen? In what world did I lose my queen? I did not. Okay. Let's play another one. He's probably talking about discover attack. Oh, but it wasn't there because the rook is protecting the queen. Another d5 user. I've explained the London. Okay. He's gonna throw the pawns at me like a maniac. But this I should have taken here, man. Stupid. Let's go here. Let's trap the lady. Getting fun.
Thank you!
The rook. Nice. I got him. I got him. I think I did. I think he had to play rook c1 instead of rook d2. Oh, what a... Oh, I didn't see that. Okay. Rook takes anyway? No, because he has the other rook. So how do we do this? Isn't the knight trap somehow? No. That's knight h3. Fucking bastard. Okay. What about simply here now? Change of plans. Okay, now here. Okay, so we have the rook. Yeah. I think we got him there. Yeah, because bishop takes is coming. Yeah, that's hopeless. He has knight here. Damn it, he has knight there. But I'm causing enough damage. I couldn't just take it, man. Well, this is still winning. Nice. Nice. Oh, he has bishop here. Oopsie. So... It's a little bit annoying. Okay. Okay, so bishop takes. No takes. I guess it's fine. Oh. Just take everything. Very messy. I could have won this game like 10 moves ago, but it's fine. It's fine. We take those. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. It wasn't pretty, though. It wasn't pretty. What am I doing? What am I doing? That was so unnecessary. Okay. Really, really unnecessary, but we won. We won. I should have ended like 10 moves ago, but fine. We take those. We take those. I'll play.
John,
E5 is interesting. I have a passport now, though. Thank you for the follow, John. This and this is what I like.
Patsy,
Patsy, thank you for the follow. I mean, but if I go here, bishop e7, here he can take. If it takes, I take here and I win. Oh, he has to play g4. He has to do it. Oh no, I just blundered that. Oh, that was so dumb. How could I blunder that? I just got to draw back. Oh, you dumb fucking idiot. Oh, that was so dumb. Okay, no worries. We can come back. Same place. Oh, I can't go here. Shit. Was he has this? No. Yes, he does. No. He can play it. Nah. Am I in danger? Nah. Just down a piece. Turn it today, Luis? Nah. 92 was the move. But yeah, I just had to come back. I just needed to come back. Yeah, I guess we got a pawn. We still have the queens in the game. Which is sort of good, I guess. Oh, he still has g5. I know he can't play it. Ah! Stupid. He play it anyways. Could take the bishop and be back in the game, maybe. I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna keep playing because this looks very good for me. Okay. Maybe I should try a better check, but still very good. Mm-hmm. Check again. I'm taking. Jesus, just grab the fucking piece. My goodness. I don't really have the move that I want to play. Yeah, so queen c7 expected. Knight here. Is that a free rook? Yes, it is. Is that a free rook as well? I could take it. I don't see why not. How can you get at me? You can't get to me. Okay, let's just give this check and try to win that. Yeah, I think I can take the rook. I don't see me getting mated in this position. Oh, here is I. Nice. Bueno, come back. ¿Por qué habla inglés si eres chileno? Porque soy profe. Did you change your username? I did. I mean, on TikTok I did. But I have the same username. And we got to 2,000. Nice. It's funny what happened here, chat, because we've learned a lot. And bro was sent an emoji. He sent this. You know what I'll send back? You know what I'll send back? Oh. Yeah, next time, how about you win the game in silence? Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah, we got to 2,000. That's what we wanted to do today. So there we go. GG's. Maybe we're not playing, like the best chess in the world, but good enough. Flex on them, exactly, right? He did it first. I never talk to people when I play, but when they do, I usually don't look at it because it's toxic behavior. But yeah, there you go. There you have it. Insta karma. Sometimes you can't get them though. You can't get them. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Have a lovely afternoon or a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow for more chess. Yes, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye. See.